Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So I'm starting a new series, a holiday series. It's only going to run through August to December. That will be a Wednesday series. This is video number 2A. Is I'm going to try to do at least 1 to 2 cards. So this is airing August 14th. Pardon me. So there will be 2 videos for today. I'm going to try to do a fall card and a Christmas holiday themed card. So I already did video number 1. That was my Halloween card. So now we're on to the rest of the holidays. This is the Christmas card. So I am so glad you're able to join me today. Thank you all so very much. And I do have a sample, but it's a sample of just the type of fold because I've been watching some YouTube when I had a chance. And I saw this great little fun fold on another YouTuber's channel called Dawn's Stamping Thoughts, better known as the Glitter Pit. So please, if you get a chance, go over there and check out her card. I'm going to forget what products she used. Anyways, what I was after, and the reason why I made this is this fold. Now, this is some paper that the lovely Miss Phyllis gave me. Look how cute the back is. Christmas sweater, right? And some stickers. So I made it this card just so I had the dynamics of the card down. And I did learn that I wanted to switch just a few measurements up in what I did. I'll even show you my envelope. So I just put some of the DSP on my envelope. So I was all ready to go and so excited to use that new iconic Christmas, where is it? I can't even find it right now. It's iconic imagery. You know, I had bought this DSP and the whole 9 yards, and here it is. And then I go, and the DSP needs to be 6 3/4 inches. And I was like, my heart fell. So I was like, I got to find something to do. So we're not using that. I really wanted to. So I dug into my retired things, and I had purchased this Santa paper called Traditions of St.Nick. It was on the clearance rack, so I purchased it because of the colors for Christmas. These are so me. The reds, the greens, those traditional Christmas colors. And believe it or not, I am pairing it with Toil Christmas. The sentiments from here are what I'm going to be using. I'm not going to be using the Cardinal, but everything else, and I do mean everything else, will be. And the lovely Miss Phyllis sent this to me along with the die. So I'm using that. But a great one to pair with this paper, I think, would be perfectly plaid. You have the delivery, the North Pole. So it's up to you. And I'm also using those deckled circle dies. So these are an online purchase, meaning they're not in a catalog. They're strictly online. So let me show you what I have and the measurements. So Hank's little notebook is going to come in very, very handy dandy. So we have our card base, which I'm going to show you how to score this. I just have mine pre-done. Card base 5.5 by 6 1/4, scored at 1 1/4 and 2 1/4. Now I'm going to rescore this with you so you see, because it does look a little funny. And don't freak out that this back piece here overlaps that little bit. It needs to. Just double checking. That way it measures 4 1/4. So for the back of the card, I have 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 in white. I even have bling ready for this card. I have a white envelope. Now, this is where I differed from hers, is you cut one piece of DSP to 4.5 by 6 3/4. This is still her measurement. It's just I'm making my strips of paper a little thinner, and then what I'm doing is with that little bit that's left over, you can do one of 2 things. You can either put it on your envelope here, or you can put it down at the bottom. So we'll have to see which I like better. I'm really thinking along the side for this particular card is what I want to do. I just liked these strips. I liked having them a little bit more open. So that's just my preference. All right, so I have little bits here. It looks like I lost a bit. Not good. I lost a little green bit somewhere along the way. All right, we will work with it. I will work with what I have. Maybe it's like right around here somewhere. So DSP again, 4.5 by 6 3/4. Now on the 6 3/4 inch side, you're going to score it 1/4 and 2.5. I'm going to repeat that with you. Then you're going to turn it this way, and on the 4.5 inch side, you're going to cut 3 pieces measuring 1 1/4 by 6 3/4. That's where my difference is the 1 1/4. Okay, you will be left with like 3/4 inch by 6 3/4, and you will put this on the back piece and be trimmed down, or you can put it on the envelope. That's up to you. 6 and then for the back, of course, is 6 3/4. Now I used numbers 6 and 7, counting from the center outwards of the deckled circle dies, and I cut 1 in vellum. I need to put this down there. And then I cut 1 in my DSP, and then I fussy cut the exact same Santa out because we're going to pop him up on dimensionals. I thought that would just give it a little bit extra. Let me put those here. I cannot believe my little green piece is missing. It just happens. So then let's see, where from the Christmas Cardinal, right? I have Christmas wishes. I already stamped and die cut that out. And guys, I used scrap, and I like to show you that I use scrap because when I say it, I want you to see that I really do it. And then they have these little swirls that are in the die set that goes with the Christmas Cardinal, and I did that out of scrap as well in vellum. And then I did do 2 leaves. You can see there were 2 here. I do need 1 more. I just can't believe it's missing. But if I have to fussy cut that out, or not fussy cut, but die cut it out at the end here, we will. I'm just checking to see like where it went to. No luck, huh? Let's move the glass mat. Oh, there's ickies in here. But all right, we're just gonna move on with it then. Can't change what isn't available to change, right? So what are we going to start? We're going to start with our scoring and folding and whatnot. Move that aside. So your card base, right? Let me show you. So this measures 6 1/4, and 6 1/4, guys, is like right here on the trimmer. It is literally a hair's breadth away from that, the cut that makes it move, right? So, and then it is by 5.5. So on the 6 1/4 inch side, you're going to score it 1 1.25, right? 3 times. And then scooch it on down to 2.5. You can see my score line. And score 2 and 3. And that's how we get this. And I'm still going to need that in a second. So you have this scored, and you fold it in half, crease, fold that back, increase, and there is your fold. So for our DSP, and we're going to score this again. So this measures 6 3/4 by 4.5. So there's the 4.5, and this is the 6 3/4, right? So you're going to start out at 1 1/4, and I'm going to truly score this, even though it started 1, 2, and 3. even steady pressure. Don't force it. And then scooch on down to 2.5 this time. 1 1/4 and 2.5. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to turn it, and I'm going to cut 3 pieces at 1 1/4. So there's 1 piece. There's 2 pieces. Hers were just wider. I think hers was either like 2 1/4 or 2.5. I kept her measurement for the DSP, but I wanted a little piece for the card. So there's my 3 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 6 3/4. And here is my 3/4 of an inch strip, and this is for our back. So I'm going to move that aside. Now on all of these, you just pop them down like so. So the one that's in the most center part of it, just fold it back, crease, and then fold that one back on itself. And there's one. It's that simple. It is a Z-fold of a type. So once again, I'm folding closest to the center, creasing it, and then I'm going to fold this one back, crease this one as well, and we're going to do it one more time. So fold this here and fold it again. And there you have those 3 pieces that we need for our card, like that. So now we're going to glue these in place, and you want the flat part, not the part that's been folded. You want those top and bottom first. Okay, that's the easiest I came across. So what I did is I just opened, well, not truly. I just went like this because I'm using that as a rough guide to put glue on here. So I'm going to take this now. Oh, I wanted to sponge. Do I want to sponge it now? I do. I'm sorry, but I do. I can add glue. All right. I forgot, and I just, thank goodness. So I want to add a little real red to the edge of this. You could have done Mossy Meadow. I wanted real red. I just want a little bit more because I'm using Mossy Meadow for my sentiment. So I am just gonna frame out the pieces. Yes, we're gonna do all 3 of them this way. Couldn't prep this work. It's not all the way dry, but let's add a little bit more just to make sure. And now I can, I'm just checking to make sure it's all the way to the edge. That's good. So we're going to do the second one. I still have fingers behind there, guys, and thumb in front. This is just helping stretch it out. Now that third piece, I kind of put it on a little different than I do these 2. So I'm just going to put that here. You could use your grid. You could use whatever type of adhesive you like. All right, so not the scored part, the opposite end of the scored edge. And I'm just going to use my finger here to push it all the way up at the top. There, so now you can see we have our 2 pieces, right? So now we get to glue these down. And Go like so. Add glue to that little area. This might be dangerous doing both of them, but I'm going to pinch this closed. I'm going to bring this up, that back, and get it right there. So pinch this up, this back. Oops, that's okay. We just won't pinch this one, and get it in the corner. And there's the start of our fold, which that would be pretty, and do an image right here. You could do that as well with this. Okay, so our last one, let's go ahead and get it sponged. It's easy with reds and dark pinks because the color is so saturated. I feel like there's not enough light. It's kind of overcast today, but it doesn't mean it won't get hot because it got hot yesterday. So there's our third piece. Now this piece, I do it the opposite. I put this piece in first and then add that side. I don't know why. It just was easier for me. So the center part is the one I do different. And I just eyeball it. And now I'm going to come over here. I can use my grid, I guess. And there is the beginning of our card. And I'm so happy I went ahead and sponged all of that. So next we have our Santa Claus here. And I am going to take this real red and I am going to do hopefully just a little bit on the edge of his coat, his sack, and his head, just because I think it needs it. And his sleeve. I'm not going to worry about going in the creases, just going to do a little of that. And I am going to sponge around the circle. Tick, 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 tick. Doesn't sound like a thump right now. Maybe it's because the paper is so small and it's DSP. Just go all the way around. There we have it. Oh, let's go ahead and do the Christmas wishes, because that's going to go on the front. We're just going to add a little bit of red to it. I thought about restamping the Christmas wishes and then fussing it, cutting it out, and putting it on the inside. I still might. Don't put it past me. All right. So next we're going to adhere circle number 6 to circle number 7, right? If I could find the tear tape. Let's find some tape. And I think 3 strips should cover it. There's 1, 2, and 3. And just a little layer of that. So now you're going to see our Santa is going to take center stage. Oh, he's so cute. But the only place I'm going to put tape or glue, I'm going to put tape, is on the centerpiece. I don't think it needs, because there's hardly any top and bottom. So I just want tape in the center. So my best bet is just to put some there, and I'm all out of that. Never fear, there is more to come. And right there, that's gonna do a good job. I'm gonna need dimensionals, and those are buried under 3 stacks of trays. Yeah. No. So pull that apart. I don't like that, so let's cut that off. And it's sticking to me. It does not want to go away. So our Santa is going right there. Now let's 2 trays, 3 trays, and vellum is not meant to be in this tray. You can see stuff did not get where it was supposed to be. That's no longer valuable piece. That is, these need to go put away. What are we going to use? I can use up these minis just to get them out of the way. That little piece is still stuck on me. So we're going to do our Santa here with little mini dimensionals, because they're like need to be used, and the backing from the first one stuck to the second one. Yikes. So what do you guys think of this fold? I think she did a fabulous job. I don't know how many of you saw her card. She even has like a project sheet you can download from her site, which is absolutely fabulous. I just don't do things like that. And of course, I just had to tweak it a little bit more to me, but that's just me. Okay, and I want one at least on this boot. And let's put this little bit here. I still have some. I want this piece in the center. Okay, there's our Santa. Uh-oh. The old man is growling. That'd be Zed. There's our Santa. He looks so nice, popped up. And we have our Christmas, no, dead. No. So I have Christmas cheer. I wanted to put across like that. But this is where my greenery and everything comes into play, which is, let's just cut it, right? You guys know I'm not afraid of a little surgery ever. So we'll just cut this one. It's meant to be that way. And this one will come there. And we have these little swirls that are going to come into play. And I'm going to restamp the Christmas wishes in red. So this one is going to go like so. Okay, glue dots. Glue dots for the vellum, and I'm going to have to roll it up a bit. It already started to roll, which is great. One there for the front, and then a couple of these for the back. There's one. Now the opposite side. I don't need all that hanging off. I want the swirl like in front a bit. I like that. placement. So more glue dots here. That holds it together. One for the back to glue it down, and one for the front to adhere it to. And also those glue dots and everything are going to be what's holding this down together. So, but I do now have to go back, and I want my swirly bit like that. Maybe if I could get it. Okay. I'll just stick you up on dimensionals back there. I wanted the swirly dot in the front. So that's going to rest there, and we'll just stick a couple of dimensionals right on the sides. One. And two. And hopefully this gets you thinking of what things you could use that you have to do this type of fold. You do not have to use exactly what I have. This is what I had available to make this style card, and it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. But this, it really needs to be set apart in Real Red. So here's a scrap bit of paper. And I know we still have stamping to do. You believe it? There is stamping. There's stamping for the envelope. I am looking for the stamp case. So hold on. Here we go. Because I had put the stamp away after I stamped and die cut it. So now we got to pull it back out. Let me see about getting a block. Look at, I got all these stamps done, and we haven't even done anything yet, but we are going to. So now we have Merry Christmas, and we're going to stamp this in Real Red. We just want the Christmas wishes in red, because I want the greenery in there. Which I don't know why I closed that stamp pad up, because I'm going to be using it. So I want to cut off anything with the red. I just want to follow the line, because this is just going to go inside the little banner, because we still want the green trim. Let's see how I did. Oh, most definitely needed that. That makes it so much more vibrant, and we can even pop this because it's going to cost no matter what, so we're just going to make it worth our while, right? So right there, a little bit there, and one in the center. I should have sponged it. Can I pull it off real quick? I can, because I didn't push it down. I should have sponged this. It will make it look more intentional, because it definitely was intentional. All right, now let's place it in its spot. Oh, yes. Okay, so, and we used up all those little bits. Awesome. So, that is so perfect. Okay, now the stamping part begins. So we're going to set this aside. We're not totally done with it. Oh, look, my little green piece is right there. It was there all along. It's okay. It can be used for something else, another part down the road. So we have some scratch paper. Not sure where the scratch paper came from, but we are going to work with it. And we are going to, first we're going to stamp for our back piece. And I have to decide, do I want it along the side? But what I really want is it along the bottom. So I need to cut it to 3 3/4 now, or just cut it off the edge. But since I am going to be, sponging it, I want a nice clean cut with the guillotine. It's a good thing I didn't drop on the white piece, right? And we have to sponge around the edge. Thump, thump. And guys, after a while, you do need to replace your sponge daubers because they do get, you know, they get messed up from doing things like this. It's that little straight edge cuts into them after a while. So we're going to put this down. I'm thinking, oh, you should probably wait till you stamp it with the sentiment, but nope, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go for it. Now, we have from the Christmas Cardinal, we have, may this season be filled with beautiful moments and happy memories for those you hold most dear. This is going to go right in the center. I wouldn't say perfect. It's a little more red on one side than it is the other, probably of how I pushed on it. Let's set that aside. And we're going to bring in these little swirls, and we're going to put this right there. And this large one, we're just going to add up here just a little bit of detail on there, and that's in Mossy Meadow. So set this aside. We're going to bring in our envelope, and we're going to go ahead and stamp May Your Day Be Merry and Bright in Real Red. Yeah, I can go, no, we're not going to go too far off, right? Set that aside. Then we have For You with Love, but we have the branch. We're going to bring that in for right here. And then for the back, it's a Christmas card. It's filled with love. Let's show them some love, right? And then we're going to pop this right here, For You with Love. So our envelope, everything is done. Let's finish putting our card together. I'm going to close up the stamp pads for good this time. Because, oh my goodness, I don't want nothing to happen to this card. Oh, by the way, guys, I want to know if any of you guys want to join my Christmas card exchange. And what it is you would have to contact me through my email and let me know if you wanted to participate. I want at least 10 participants before I say we're going to do this. And I'm going to give you guys till the end of August to decide. So if I can just keep remembering to put it out there. So what a Christmas card exchange is I will send each person who wants to participate an address, name and address, who they need to send a Christmas card to. So I did this several years ago and I had probably about 20 participants. It was great. Nobody handled any cards. It was a direct mail mailing from one person to another on the list of names. So And you also would need to tell me, hey, you want to send out 5 Christmas cards? I will give you a list of 5, and then that way everybody who sends a card should be getting cards back as well. Everybody who participates will get an extra Christmas card from me, one that I make. So we're going to add some bling. We're going to start with Wink Stella first. So just putting it out there. It's okay that some people were like, oh no, I don't want, you know, people having my address. That's fine too. I just, you know, I flood the world with cards, right? And what better time of a year than the holidays? Some people, you know, their families aren't able to join them. And there is no better joy, in my opinion, than receiving a card in the mail. It just brightens someone's day, and especially a handmade card. And being that we're all fellow crafters, we know what it takes to make a card. And it can be any product. It does not have to be Stampin' Up. It's not one of those things. This is a simple Christmas card exchange. It can be fun-filled. You can put as much work in it or as little work in it as you know, want to. But if you enjoy making cards, this is a great way to use them and to spread Christmas cheer. So do let me know if you are interested to be on that list. Like I said, I will be, and all I ask is that all the cards must be sent by December 1st. So December 1st is your mailing deadline. That way people receive them in time. So look at all the sparkle. So we're going to add some of these wonderful gems, which are absolutely wonderful. The red is just, that might be a little too big. I just want to add some little, like, a little pop of red in here. And I'm wondering, I'm not going to add any more. I like just the 2. So that will do it. I don't always have to do 3. That just is perfect. So there's my Christmas card, guys. And look at this envelope. Gorgeous. I'm on my way. You know, I mail out probably close to 100 and something, 120 cards at Christmas. Extended family, cousins, second cousins, all those who would like to receive a card. I mail them out, and my mailing list. So combined, it's quite a bit. But this is a beautiful card. I love making them. Oh, so gorgeous. I mean, who wouldn't want to receive that? I think it's beautiful. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed card number 1 of the Wednesday holiday series. Video number 2. This will air, of course, you'll be watching this on August 14th. And guys, it is your comments why I keep doing this. It is this comments, that feedback that I get from you is the best thing in the world. So thank you all so very much. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.